Century Stories is the most amazing project to help all the people of Leicestershire discover their connection to World War I, because everybody has a connection. Today is all about bringing people together who've been researching their story for the last 3 months as part of the project to share their stories and to celebrate. And that's what today's been about. Century Stories is funded by the Heritage Lottery Fund, and it's a 4-year project which will run up to December 2018 to help everybody discover their stories, and it will culminate in a huge celebration weekend. And also over the 4 years we'll be encouraging more and more stories to be shared across the county.
The Bosworth Tommies have been working very hard on producing clay poppies, which was inspired by the poppies that were put out around the Tower of London. And so we've all made our poppies, and then they have been chosen for the special corporate card, which we are very proud to represent.
Hi, my name's Wayne Mee. I'm one of the members for the REACH group at Snibston Discovery Park. Part of Century Stories, we created an arts project, and it was a map of the 1914 Europe, and it tracked one of our members' great-great-grandfather's route from Coalville to the battleground. I think what it's done, it's allowed people to try new things, look at the history slightly different, learn a bit more about which parts of Europe played in the war. I know one or two of us, when we first started, we weren't aware of certain countries' involvement within the First World War, and the east and the west side of the war. So it inspired us to learn a bit more and to look at the history of what happened.
My name's Paul, and we're a group called the Charnwood Allies Group. I've done a poster. Me and Sharon have done a poster. I've really enjoyed doing the work, the posters and the letters, and I get on well with all my friends in the group.
Well, I'm on the Charnwood Allies group, and I've made loads of new friends. They're very artistic in a way. At the minute I'm a young police officer at the age of 22, and I've got a young twin brother, age 22, called Harry. And I made a poster saying, Stop the British at war, Charnwood Allies.
My name's Sharon, and I've been working with Centuries of Stories. I've been writing a letter to a captain in the army, and I've enjoyed writing a letter. Then I've done his poster. I've enjoyed it as well.
Paul Naguba. The war stop.
Is that the poster you've made?
Yes.
Let's have a good look. Fantastic.
My name's Darren Taylor, and I'm part of the Charnwood Allies. We made letters, postcards, and this poster.
Projects like this and throughout the country, I think, have helped to raise awareness of something which was flagging about the number of people killed, the fatalities and the injuries in conflicts throughout. As a British Legion member, I've also had a long history myself of being involved with helping service people and supporting them. And it's been a hard journey over the last 30 or so years to help maintain the profile. These projects in this particular centenary year, I think, will really invigorate people throughout the country to take a greater interest and give them a better understanding of what happens and why we need to remember people from a century ago, our relatives, in my case my grandfather, but in many cases it's great-grandfather and great-great-grandfather. The younger generations in particular, I think need to be made really aware of the importance and the usefulness of historical research, and it's certainly helped me to go further with the research into my family background.
come out of the first sharing day. We have 45 participants in that room, and they've all been sharing their connection to the First World War. And you wouldn't believe it, everybody has a connection to World War I. But this project is about enabling people to discover their personal connection and then sharing it throughout Leicestershire. And what I'm most impressed with today is the diversity of people in that room. We have schools, we have the Sikh story, the Invisible Heroes, we have village vicars, we have adults with learning difficulties, people that have been in our history cafe, all coming together. It's not all about family genealogy. It's not all about looking for your great-grandfather and what a hero he was, although it can be. It could be about poetry or war art or film or war gaming or letters or art or digital photography. It's vast what can be discovered, but what we really are looking for is for people to share their stories when they've been discovered, and we can help with that through history cafes. History cafes are going to be continuing throughout the year in all localities of Leicestershire. They're usually in a library, but they could be in a community centre or a museum, and they'll be advertised on www.centuryofstories.org.uk. So get on the website and book your space.
1, 2, 3. Thank you all.
My name's Helen. We had one of the project leaders coming into the hostel to tell us about this project. I've started my own personal research, started doing my family tree, and just found my granddad's birth register, and just asked him up and confirmed it that his mother's maiden name was Jolly. So yeah, I'm just like keep going with it at the moment, so see what else I can find.
It's been quite a journey for me really, because I've been able to do my entire family tree. I've found so much out about World War I, which I didn't know before, and it's just been an incredible journey, and it's led me to meet lots of wonderful people today, and yeah, come to an event like this and dressed like this, so.
Well, I originally attended one of the history cafes to find more about the Century of Stories projects, and I also attended a seminar last year regarding the ideas and concept for the project. So I've come along today to listen to the other stories that have been generated by the project, and also naturally then to pass that information on to local sort of heritage group that I belong to.
Thank you so very much. We have a nice day out, nice sunny day, lovely dinner, anything. People, excellent.
That is cracking!
Crack on, boy.
Oh, that'd be a great finish, Philip, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Crack on, boy.